find it interesting that there was no praises this morning, right after Christmas, getting all the gifts. We have nothing to thank the Lord about. But I also read an article that I didn't know if you knew this, but birthdays are actually good for you. The more you have, the longer you live. So that's just something to think about. Since we're all going to be another year older. This morning, I want to talk about the story of the wise men. And it has nothing to do with Washington, D.C. The story of the wise men. You see now, they weren't part of a nativity scene. They probably, Jesus was probably between 6 months old and 2 years old when the wise men finally found him. And I have three aspects of the wise men that I think will really help us have a great new year. So turn with me to Matthew chapter 2. Matthew chapter 2, beginning with verse 1, is all the story of the wise men. And by the way, we don't know if there was 3 or 300 wise men. But now, here's what it says. Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and we've come to worship him. When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem was with him. And when he gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he inquired of them whether Christ was to be born, because he was worried about his throne. So they said to him, In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, that you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the rulers of Judah. For out of you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod, when he had secretly called the wise men, returned from them what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search carefully for the young child. And when you found him, bring back word to me, that I may come and worship him alone. When they heard the king, they departed. And behold, the star which they had seen in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. And when they had come into the house, not the stable, they had come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, who fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented him gifts to him, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Then being divinely warned in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed for their own country another way. Lord, thank you for the opportunity just to be in your presence today. Thank you again for Christmas time, for your birthday. And thank you so much for the Easter time, Lord, when you died on the cross for all of us. I pray, Lord, that this next year, that we will grow in you. We'll grow closer and closer to you, Lord, as that day approaches. Again, thank you for the time we're in your presence, Lord. Do what needs to be done in each and one of our lives and in this church. In your name we pray. Amen. Now, the story of the wise men is a story that's shrouded in mystery. From tradition, we seem to know all the facts and all the details. But as we study the scriptures, we find that there are a lot of questions that we can't answer about the wise men from the biblical text. For example, how many were there? We don't know. Where did they come from? We really don't know that either. How long did their journey take? We really don't know. They seem to just show up mysteriously, and just as mysteriously, they're gone. One thing I'm certain about is that the number of wise men and women increases in every generation as people continue to seek the Lord. Let's look at 3 facts that we can learn from the story of the wise men. First of all, a wise man's journey is one of faith. A wise man's journey is one of faith. Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east. And what would prompt someone to leave the comfort of their home to go on a dangerous journey? Romance, maybe? Wealth, probably. But faith? Faith? Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? And that's a probing question. There's no doubt in their language that he had been born. The question is, where is he? Where is he? They had seen the star. The evidence was real. So where is he? They had faith that Jesus was alive, that he existed. Now all they needed to do was to find him. And their purpose was established. Find him. And so they were willing to risk everything to find him. They were willing to leave the safety of their homes to risk a dangerous journey to seek a king. And can you imagine their neighbor's reaction? Hey, you're going on a journey? Yeah, we are. Where are you going? We don't know for sure. Well, how far is it? Well, we don't know that either. Well, how long are you going to be gone? Well, we're not quite sure on that either. Man, for wise men, you sure don't know much. But you know, they must have said the same things to Abraham when he left his home for the promised land. They must have said the same things to Noah, who was building an ark, even though it had never rained in the history of the earth up till that point. They must have said the same kind of things to Peter, Andrew, James, and John when they left the fishing nets to become fishers of men. What are you, crazy? Are you guys insane? Are you out of your minds? No, we're not crazy. We're not insane. We're not out of our minds. We're just men of faith. You see, God's journeys always involves faith. All of God's journeys involve faith because it's impossible to please God apart from faith. Did you get that? It's impossible to please Him without faith. And why? Because anyone who wants to approach God must believe both that He exists and that He cares enough to respond to those who truly seek Him. People of faith have been willing to respond to the challenges of the unknown over and over again down through history. One was William Carey. He was a shoemaker. And one day, he heard of the millions of people in India who hadn't heard the good news of Jesus Christ. But he believed that great commission, going to all the world to preach the gospel to every creature. He believed that verse, and he believed it, that it was speaking directly to him. So he volunteered to go to India, but was told, young man, sit down. When God wants to convert the heathens, He'll do it without your help. Well, William Carey went anyway, supporting himself. And for 7 years, he worked without seeing a single convert. But by the end of his life, he saw hundreds of churches and thousands of converts. And today, he's known as a father of modern missions. He was a man of faith, and he had a journey. But the second point this morning I want to make is a wise man's journey is one of worship. You ever think about that? A wise man's journey is one of worship. When the wise men came on the journey, it was for the purpose of worship. They brought with them gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And these gifts have a lot of symbolism associated with them. You see, gold represents wealth. It's a gift fit for a king. And Jesus was a King of kings and Lord of lords. Frankincense is a sap of a tree that was dried and hardened and used as incense to worship God. Thus we see a gift for his deity, Jesus, the Son of God. And myrrh is a fragrant perfume that we use to anoint the dead, to embalm and preserve them. And Jesus was our sacrificial lamb. But you see, there's more to worship than gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Worship always involves sacrifice. Don't you like that? Worship always involves sacrifice. The dictionary says that sacrifice means the act of giving up something highly valued for the sake of something else considered to have a greater value or claim. A sacrifice is a loss or of something you give up, usually for the sake of a better cause. Was there a price to be paid for these wise men's worship? Nothing was. They had to give themselves to a journey. Traveling those days wasn't very comfortable. In fact, it was downright dangerous. The wise men had sacrificed their own comfort to find the king and worship him. This is what David has said about sacrifice. He says, I will not offer to the Lord my God burnt offerings that cost me nothing. I will not offer to the Lord my God burnt offerings that cost me nothing. And Romans tells us this way. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. To truly worship, to come into the presence of the Lord, requires sacrifice. Have you sacrificed anything as a Christian? You see, the greatest gift, the greatest sacrifice you could give to God is yourself. Is yourself. And maybe you say, I've given nothing to Him today, but I say, yeah, you have. Even today, you've given Him something of yourself. You've given Him your time by just being here this morning. You prepared for a journey this morning by getting up and getting dressed and getting ready to seek a King. You got into your cars. You used your gas. You came to church. Some of you put money into the offering box to help pay kingdom expenses of maintaining the church building. Heat, water, electricity. They all have to be paid for. When you put your offering in, you help support some of God's program, which includes Sunday school material, sending out our missionaries, paying the staff salaries, just to mention a few. When you came today, you came as a living sacrifice, even though you may not view it as that, even though you may not have realized it. The effort you make to worship God is your sacrifice to Him. But here's a fact I want you all to remember today, if you don't remember anything else. What God wants most of all, above everything else, is you. Is you. He wants your heart. He wants your attention 24/7. The question to ask is, what am I willing to give Him? Am I willing to give Him my best or my leftovers? Am I willing to go on a spiritual journey to worship Him? Am I willing to give up my comfort zone to follow Christ? The wise men were. Are you? But the third point I want to make this morning is a wise man's journey is one of change. Is one of change. Look at verse 12 of Matthew 2 with me. It says, then, being divinely warned in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed for their own country another way. You see, isn't it interesting that after they worshiped Jesus, they couldn't go back the same way they'd come? I find that to be a fact even today. Once you've met God, you'll never, ever be the same. An encounter with God changes everything. It changes you. It's always been that way. Jacob, he wrestled with God and never walked the same way the rest of his life. Isaiah, he stepped into the presence of God and he proclaimed, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips. And I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips, for my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Isaiah, he was never ever the same again. And Job, he questions God over and over again concerning his suffering. And then God shows up, and Job says, and this is out of the Message now, life. Job says, I'm speechless. I'm in awe. Words fail me. I should never have opened my mouth. I've talked way too much. Way too much. I'm ready to shut up and listen. Job met God and became a changed man. And that's what happens when we walk into the presence of Almighty God. We become changed. That's what happened to the wise men when they encountered Christ. They were changed. And this is what happens when we encounter Christ. Things become different. And we become different. Christmas is over. And a new year is here. And we hear the story of these wise men. They were wise because they had all kinds of faith. They were wise because they worshiped. And then they were changed forever. All because of a little child. How about you this morning? Are you looking for a change in your life? You need to find Christ this new year. And I'll guarantee that you will be changed. Things will be different. Circumstances will change. Step out of faith and seek Him, as a wise man did. Travel a new road. You'll never regret traveling that new road. And you'll have a happy new year. Lord, thank you for the stories of the wise men, Lord. They truly wanted to seek you. What are we willing to do, Lord, to seek you in this new year? Will we give some of our time to you? Some of our talents? Will we witness for you just going to continue doing what we've always done, staying to ourselves. Lord, we know time is short. We may not all be together again in this building, Lord. As we want to know you more. And truly draw closer to you every day. Lord, there's so many out there that they don't even know you. They hardly have heard of you. Help us to get the word out, Lord, that you will change our lives. And we get to spend eternity with you. I pray that this new year, Lord, will be one of change for all of us. Bless the remainder of this service, Lord. Bless the time we're around your table. Bless the response time. If someone here doesn't know you, may today be the day that they come and truly worship you and change your life, Lord. Again, thank you, Lord. We want to say we love you. You come into our hearts and our lives, Lord. In your name we pray.